Welcome back, everybody. This is Brothermutant here. We're going to continue on our quest with Archie, our strength-based archaeologist. We finally got to the point where we're soloing stuff, and I felt, why not do 2 videos in one day? Because what the hey, what else I got to do today? Let's see. We are... should be... Oh yeah, right in the old sycamore. There you go. Outstanding. We should be level 3. We are working, of course, on level 4. Should be more bard levels. And probably another spell, I'm guessing. So let's hope for the best here. See if we can't scavenge some quick XP, get the level up a little faster. Now, there is a trick. There is things you can do different in every playthrough. I should point that out as soon as we get done talking to these jabberjaws.
We almost had Tartu. That slide is over. We received a mess. Pataxian spot.
Alright, peace out and get out. Now, we just got here, and I point that out because we have a couple of abilities, potion-wise / scroll-wise, that we could use that have decent buffs on them. 30-minute buff, 30-minute buff because it's a 10-minute per level. Caster level built in is level 3. Potions are the same, so if I wanted to resist cold for whatever reason, that would be good for me right now. But delay poison, caster level 3, this is a 3-hour bump, so that's kind of sweet. I don't need it right now. Same with something like mage armor. I have 2 potions for mage armor right now. Thank you, monk level at level 1. They upload us with all kinds of that. But that mage armor is a bump in consideration to the braces of armor +1. So instead of +1, it bumps +4. So this would go up 3 more points. So would the flat-footed. But you notice the flat-footed isn't an issue with us anymore, or shouldn't be, because we have 2 levels now in Archaeologist, which gives us uncanny dodge, which means we're never flat-footed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's actually not true. But by and large, you can count that these 2 armor classes are the 2 armor classes we're going to focus on from this point. So 18 would become 21. Touch armor class would be a lame 17 still. I could get it a little bit higher with something like Shield of Faith. It would go up 1 more point because we already have a ring giving us a +1. They do not stack. This gives us a +2, but it only lasts for 1 minute. So that's fine. The point is I don't want to use hour-long buffs when we just got here. Why do I say that? I mean, it's the perfect opportunity, right, Brothermutant? Well, yes and no. Remember, we traveled here, and we are probably a little tired, even though it hasn't said so yet. We get into some of these fights, and we can get more tired than you think. We're still a ways away from leveling up, so I'm not really trying to scavenge for money, or sorry, for XP to try to level up and then rest. If that happens, I'm great with that, but I don't think that that's going to be a thing. More likely than not, we're going to have an issue. Now, when I say there's multiple ways of handling things, this is a for instance. First, let's talk to the kobolds. I'm going to zip through this part. Now that you feel like you know everything there is to know, you got choices. You can tell them to suck it up and deal with each other. You can tell the kobolds that you're on their side. You can tell the mites that you're on their side, or we don't have a neutral alignment option, but we can literally say, screw you both, and we're going to kill you both. And that's a viable option. Now note that it will be tough, and you're running solo, which means it's even worse. These guys have damage resistance, or damage reduction, because of cold iron will penetrate it. They're mites, so therefore they're fey. These guys, the draconic kobolds, are just jackasses. But these guys also do sneak attack damage, so that's going to be a thing. So I'm more likely to side with them because they're the tougher of the 2 opponents. Not that these guys are pushovers in any stretch of the imagination. These guys can kick their ass, though. I've seen it happen just by standing back and letting the battle unfold. But you can fight both of them if you want. That's more XP. Now, having said that, it's also less XP because there's certain quests that you're not being given. Stuff that they would be like, oh, find me this, and I'll totally reward you, friend of mine. And if you're not friends with them, then they're not going to give you the quest, so therefore you never get that cool XP drop. I don't know if they're comparable. As far as, if you get more XP if going one way versus the other. Certainly, I would assume you get more XP if you kill both of them, because it's a murdering band of hobos. This is what D&D is, guys. But you don't get all their gear unless you kill everybody either. So that's another option. So there's going to be good armor and good weapons that each side would have. If I just say, screw you both, murder you both, then I'm likely to get all the gear, all the monies, all the XP. So, it's up to you. I'm going to side with the mites. I almost always do. But the kobolds basically get chicken shit and bolt
Enemy
the
approaching.
queen bales. And it's your job now to come over here and murder hobo the hell out of these guys.
This should do it.
Again, you'll see the sneak attack firing off from these guys. They are sneak attacking some of those dudes. There's one right there. Cool. Oh, there's attack opportunity. Don't let those. Oh, nice damage. And I'm just going to steal the most important stuff. These ones, again, we will eventually scavenge most everything from this area. Quick save, so I don't have to do that talking again. There is a perception check over here as well as some goodies.
Interesting.
That's your perception check for the athletics. Now, before we go any further, let's take a look at our athletics. We're at a 6, and it's because we have a decent strength score, and I put points in it. So I have, was it 17 or higher, so I only really got like a 15% chance to make that. I could scum save and get that check. And there's some decent stuff down there, a fight as well, and I don't know that we're able to take on that fight just yet. But that's a place to come back to, is what I'm basically telling you. We leave it unshadowed, so for that reason. Come over here, and I like to murder the guys that are at range anyway. These guys are doing fine. I could get attack bonus for attacking them because of flanking. Take a look at that. So you see how it says circumstance +2 flanking? It's because these guys are attacking it.
This will hurt.
But I get attacks of opportunity for guys that have bows that are doing ranged attacks, and they don't have specific feats to prevent that as being a problem. So it gives me an extra swing around, basically. Got him. Finish him. Come on. That's a nice solid hit. Burtle. I'm swinging for some decent damage lately. Alright. And again, taking just the stuff that I really want. I will check for, of course, the ever-popular masterwork gear. Magic items obviously stick out better. But we're cruising right along here. We've still got well over 1,500 plus XP to get to our next level. That doesn't mean that we can't get a lot of good stuff, though. Alright, doing a quick save here because we have something to pick.
I can't.
Okay, and as you see, I could. So DC 15, I have a modifier of 8, so I need a 7 or better. So we just happen to roll crappy. Time to scum save, guys. Remember, you're going to be doing this for quite some time. I'd say at least until you get to level 6, you're really going to be scum saving quite a bit. And it's because your skills are just not what they could be. You don't have the best of anything.
A trivial matter.
But since you're running solo, you really want that XP. Another fine example. You see how this says a lore nature check? Which, by the way, my kitty needs to be out for. Because this gives me a +2 to my lore nature checks. Let's go save it real quick.
It is finished.
If you do it, you get XP. If you don't get XP. So again, you want that XP. It's good for you to have high XP. Now we got these guys over here. And there's this god awful shaman. And I'm actually going to... Oh, can't do that because I'm using that
This should do it.
That's okay. I do want that on there too. That means I do extra damage. And I will save. And I'll get him before he fears it.
A calculated risk.
Chop. Nice. A nice amount of XP for that too. Remember, all this XP is normally shared amongst the team, so it will not be much effort for us to get to 2 levels in this map alone. Now, I do happen to know that there's a masterwork, and I'm going to pick it up. It's not that it's any better than the one I currently have. It's just I hate not carrying weapons on me that are worth $100 or more. Even the composite longbows are worth 100. Composite short bows, which I could use on this build, by the way, and I am strong enough to make some use of that. You see, I can use a short bow, which means I can use a composite short bow. I would actually swap that out for a masterwork light crossbow in a heartbeat, because while this thing does 1d8 +1 damage, thanks to my what is it called? arcane strike. I could do with a short bow 1d6 plus 1 plus 2 or 3 more, thanks to the composite nature of it. I think it takes this and multiplies it by 50% or 1.5%. Multiplies it by 1.5. I can use words. I swear I can. But this would be a 1.5 bump. So instead of plus 2, it would be a plus 3 plus the 1 you see down here. So again, 4. So it would be 1d6 plus 4 versus 1d8 plus 1. And that's a locked in 1d8 plus 1. I mean, yes, I could get this higher eventually, but I would get that higher on the other one as well. So the comma, though, has been doing us steady Eddie good work. Do a quick save here.
That is not far.
We are close to bad guys up there. Traps as well, so free XP. So we can scum save
As it should be.
And over here, there is a up. Where is it at? Like right by where the wolves are at. That's the worst part. There it is. Mobility 21, and that's free XP, but there's wolves right there.
In due time.
No offense, but we are not ready for wolves. I could probably scum the wolves using mage armor, potion of mage armor. But as I said before, I don't want to use that if I don't have to, because I know eventually I'm going to have I'm tired, and once that happens, I don't want to be subpar fighting.
Interesting.
I'll take that. There's another check down here for transferring back and forth, a mobility check, I believe. But that leads to a fight. And the downside of that is, the fight, you will not jump down to the fight. They'll make you walk all the way around, and by the time you get over there, the mites have either been killed or have killed all the kobolds, or they're still fighting, and many of them are dead. You don't get any of the XP for not being in that area, which really sucks. So I suggest you basically work your way around that way. If you need, however, some quick XP, like let's say you're already tired, you're getting ready to head back to your base because you've loaded up with gear, and you're just about to ding. Over in here is those moon radishes. There's two ways for you to get XP. One way is less savory, I guess. You are chaotic neutral. You have a chaotic neutral choice that allows you to use trickery, assuming you have it, and you basically just scarper away with one of those moon radishes, and you get a decent chunk of XP for basically sniffing it out from under their hands. If you fail on that, they attack you, which is obviously bad. But obviously scum save that till you beat it. Then take the moon radish, which is with the next part of the XP, to Bakken. Bakken will give you a big chunk of XP, and you can drop off all your wares, the stuff that you've been stockpiling, the heavy expensive stuff obviously you're going to take first, or the light expensive stuff you're going to take first. The heavy non-expensive stuff you're going to leave behind. Sell it off, buy some more stuff, and come on back. And actually on that topic, since you're coming back to this area, you have all this gear that you don't need to have on you, right? The stuff that's weighing you down and that will more likely than not cause you to become fatigued sooner than later. I'll even drop the short bow because I have the light crossbow. This one here again is pricey, that's why I'm keeping it. Same with this one. And we're still not in any concern. I have a higher strength than normal, than my normal builds, excuse me. This, I highly recommend you drop the big chunk of 3 and keep one on you at all times. That way you can always use it. It doesn't rot, it doesn't spoil. That'd be something that if they added to the game, I think that'd be pretty badass, but I can see people getting pissed at that real quick too. So, but the point is there's no reason to carry 30 pounds of camping supplies when you know you're going to come back to the area and they're always going to be there. I honestly think even if it doesn't get rotted, it could be stolen. I honestly think any gear should be stolen.
We will be victorious.
Frankly, devs, pay attention. This would be a good way to make the game better. Have gear that's just lounging around for too long if you don't pick it up.
This will hurt.
That'll get the shaman. I want to make sure that I have a better chance to swing. Come on, get that guy. You see that I am getting XP though for all those kills, even though I haven't taken so much as a swing yet until just recently. All those guys dying, that was on me. I get credit for that, which is why it's nice. It's a good way for me to get XP. But if I had tried to come from down here and teleport down with the mobility check, they would have started the fight, and I would have been like a doofus just standing there, coming all the way around and getting no XP for the fight. It's just as stupid.
This should do it.
Kind of screwed, buddy.
A calculated risk.
Kind of want the masterwork stuff. I really wish they'd have a way to highlight it in some other way to let you know it's masterwork, just because it would save on some time. And I really think there should be some masterwork
All according to
armor
plan.
out there, not +1, but let's like lighter would be fine. Here's the mobility check I was telling you about. One up here, one down there, and again, free XP, so we might as well get it. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I'm real close now. That's actually not bad. I could probably scum it all the way to mobility checks and athletics checks on this map alone just to get me enough to get to the next level, which I might just do. Let's see. So we've saved it, and I have a mobility of 21 I need, and I got a mobility of 7. I got a pretty good shot at it. I could buff it. This is a really nice feature of this build, guys. The Archaeologist luck. +1 luck bonus to attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, damage rolls. So I get better attack bonus and damage. I got better saving throws. And then I also get a better skill check from it. And it steadily levels up. At level 16, it'll be at a +3. We never get it to 17, which is kind of a bummer, because that's where it caps out at the +4. But that's okay. We also get the other bardic performance. Sorry, not the other. The bardic performance. This is not a bardic performance. We get the bardic performance that allows us to inspire competence. And that one will allow us to turn that on, and everybody around us gets a +4 by level 16. So that's something. So if we really, really, really need that extra skill check point, we can do it. But this one I can probably just scum.
I can't.
You can, and you will. You will do it now. Give me my
It is
XP.
finished.
All right, so that was 78. Oh yeah, real close. All right, well, let's see. Save it.
This is not possible.
And then, oh, nope, we failed.
A trivial matter.
Okay, now I will cut all that out so you guys don't see the multiple fails as you see here. But always check to make sure you did succeed, because again, I did get XP. Now I won't get XP if I go back up and back down again. It's a one-time thing. Sometimes, and this is important, sometimes you get XP for going up the ladder. Sometimes you don't get it for coming back down the ladder. I don't know what that's about, but it's just some random thing that they do. Okay, so let's actually save it. Have to repeat that crap again. Now we know we have some frogs down here. Now the question is, are we tough enough to take them frogs? Well, we have saved. Let's just do a quick
In due time.
mulligan pass at it to see if we got a shot.
This should do. Enemy approaching. Yeah.
Pretty good hit. Nice. Like that so far. Oh, love that. How am I doing for attacking? I have an armor of 22 according to the game. I'm fighting defensively. I got crane style on. It's a +1 from that, +3 from fighting defensively. Remember, my mobility is 3 points invested. That's to get fighting defensively up from a +2 to a +3. That's why you're seeing the +3 now. That's as high as it's going to get on that, as far as I know. Another dodge, because I have dodge on my character. Braces of armor. I could have that up 3 more points higher if I really chugged a potion, but still, I'm rocking a 22 armor class right now, and it could be a 25 to a 26 if I chug 2 different potions. So I feel like we're doing pretty good. He's not hitting very hard. Now, again, on hard difficulty, remember this is the difference. On hard difficulty, you see the difficulty is at a +2 for his swing. He could be swinging at a +4 difficulty if it was on hard mode. And he'd be stronger than he is. He'd have a strength bonus. So instead of a strength of +2, he'd have a strength of +3, I'm guessing. So he'd be swinging with another 3 to that attack bonus. His attack bonus would be +8. if I'm not mistaken, on hard mode. That's again the reason why we're not doing hard mode yet. Not that we couldn't do it, but man, that's real rough when those guys are hitting you more often than they're missing. It's really rough. And when they hit hard, because remember their strength's high. Nice though. That was easy peasy.
That is
Nice.
not far.
Got a nature check. You know a little bit more about our froggies. They're 15 strength. Remember, their stats are increased thanks to the fact that we're on challenging mode. This would be even higher if it was on hard mode, if I'm not mistaken. So that really just kind of sucks for us. We're still waiting. Hey, ducky.
Interesting. It is finished.
Why, I agree. Let's do a quick save. I forgot if I did or not. Okay. Well, we know that there's
What
some
a find.
poisonous jackasses over here. We don't want to use our resist poison
As it
just
should
yet. We don't have to. And we'd love to level up. Just stiffing these guys while they're not looking at us. And click save. Alright, we're talking to the Might Hunters. And we're going to kill the wolf leader for them. And again, if you were killing both of these guys, Cobalt and the Mites, these guys would still be here. You could still get this mission. You could still slaughter them if you want to. I can still do that right now if I want to. But remember, they're peaceful, which means that they haven't heard that you're slaughtering all their kind. So that's good, I guess.
In due time.
It ain't bad. Right, we got more.
We will be
froggies to beat.
victorious. This
Might
will
be able to
hurt.
toss on me. Remember, they get a +2 to swinging because of circumstance bonus for flanking as well. So throw that onto the high strength score and the +4 difficulty when it's on hard mode. These guys are hitting a lot more than you think. See, those 2 hits alone would have been buffed if it was on hard mode. That probably would have been real close to death right now.
All according to
Not
plan.
that I'm not a stone's throw away from dying right now as it is, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Mobility check. Yeah, buddy. Alright, let's see. Save. Character sheet. Oh yeah, if I make these 2 checks, I think I'll level up. Alright. Save it.
I can't.
You can, and you will.
A trivial matter.
Oh man, like 10 points away. That's
All
pretty.
according to plan.
Now, of course, save it so we don't do anything stupid.
It is finished.
Didn't get any XP for that, but I got some good stuff for it. I'm gonna save it because that was a skill check, though. Trickery check.
A trivial matter.
That one as well. Now, I may not get XP for coming down this one because it says mobility doesn't say a number.
A trivial matter.
Yeah, bummer. So I need literally a kill or another
In
check
due time.
to level up to ding, so to speak. Let's actually buff up with some speed. I know where I can do a quick check. Alright. To prove it to you, athletics of 6. And I need a 23, so I need a 17 or greater. It's gonna hurt, guys. It's gonna take some time.
This is not possible.
It's alright.
It is finished.
Alright, we're back. And I cut all that out. I want to see how many times we failed here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times before we finally got it, okay? Hence, scum save. So, whatever. We leveled up. We take it now, because we're going to fight these guys since we're already down here. We might as well fight them. Notice how we got a base attack bonus increase. That's what's letting us know here. Fortitude went up as well. These ones didn't get adjusted at all. That's okay. My fortitude's finally coming up to a level that's respectable, though, so it makes me really happy. And base attack bonus, easier chance to hit, as well as another level 1 spell casting per day. And what did we get also for being Bard 3? Oh, Danger Sense, +1 bonus on reflex saves to avoid traps. +1 dodge bonus to AC against attacks made by traps, which I didn't know was a thing. In addition, gain +1 bonus on perception checks to avoid being surprised by a foe. These bonuses increase 1 every 3 Bard levels. To +6 at 18, we're only going to be 16. Well, not 16, 13. Right? It's not caster levels, it's bard levels. I'm going to be 13 level bard. So that's what, 12 plus 4? Cool. I like that. And I like this because that's more armor. Doesn't say it right now, but it hasn't updated yet. And then we don't need any more mobility yet. Once we can get it to 5, we do. But we don't need to get it to 5. We can take that last point in stealth finally, and finally get one in persuasion. I would say maybe get your Arcana up. Remember, this one has to be 5 before we can actually dip into Dragon Disciple. So I don't want to ever forget that that needs to go up. From here, we get a spell. Now's the time, I'd say, for Grease. Vanish isn't peeling, don't get me wrong, and we're about to get to a level where we can cast Sense Vittles. That's going to be the one that allows us to do sneak attack damage. But, having said that, remember there's a couple ways to get sneak attack damage. One, someone's distracting them. You know, you're flanking the bad guy. And then you attack. We don't have that option unless we use like a pet, a summoned monster, for instance. Vanish, or invisibility, or greater invisibility works wonders. So Vanish would be an obvious pick, you would think. Remember, it's only one sneak attack though. We're not getting like 17 or something on the guy. We're getting, you know, a couple 2d6. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice. We don't need it yet. This, on the other hand, really trivializes a lot of fights. Grease just shuts them down, and it's the kind of the reason for it. Okay, now, do a quick save. Look at our character now, 1918. And again, doing well. Bardic Knowledge is kicking in. Yeah. Those are going to go up really nice. It's going to be really, really helpful. Bardic Knowledge for those as well. Man, I get really good bumps here because of that stuff. I could really start maximizing 2 or 3 of these abilities out and have really good stats on them. Trickery is getting well too because of Clever Explorer. Another reason I like the Archaeologist build. And notice my perception for Clever Explorer is going up, as well as my little Tigger buddy with me. But yeah, that's really nice. This character's got a lot of skill potential. Protect treasure. Now, if I wanted to be a D-bag,
this should do it.
So that these guys have a chance to slip. Not bad. Just slap that on there. Need more damage. Ooh, that hurt. Why are you not attacking?
Calculated risk.
For some reason, he keeps going to question mark mode. I don't understand why he's doing that.
This will hurt.
Are they going invisible on him again, or stealthing on him?
Let's try this way.
Normally, it's autopilot. I don't have to touch the guy. He just does this thing. He slaughters everything in the foreseeable area.
Calm down.
So he just did it again.
Not dead yet.
Why are they doing that? Okay, anyway. Maybe question mark was not what I think it means. And again, we won't drop this stuff down here because I don't know that it won't mess it up. If I wanted to go weird, see how we have a rapier, but I don't get 2 attacks around. It's not a masterwork rapier. It has a better crit range. It does more damage. 1d6 plus 4, 1d6 plus 3. Not sure what that's about. Why the heck is that doing more damage? Seems odd. Anyway, but it's not my go-to weapon, so to speak. I'm clearly wounded, and I have multiple pots for reasons I don't understand. There we go. Not going to waste a bunch on them. That's going to be enough, I think, to get me where I want to be. Quick save, because we have to pick this here lock.
A trivial matter.
Yeah. Now, this is why this one's kind of interesting. 6 attack bonus, 6 and 6, 4 to 9 damage, 5 to 8 damage, and this is cold iron. So if you were really attacking the mites in this area, like the ones we just killed, this would be your way of doing it. So you'd want to get down here as soon as you can to get this weapon. This would allow you to bypass their DR and you start slaughtering those little bastards in mass. This is still better because we're getting 2 attacks around. So better potential damage output. You also have another bracers of armor class +1. So if for some reason you left this or sold this and you're like, oh, I probably should have kept it. Well, now you got one. So we're going to get out of this area. Just checking to make sure there's not something else in here.
Due time.
All right, quick save because I don't know that it will be a check to get out of here.
A trivial matter.
Apparently just lets us do it. Cool beans. And save that again. Now. I say we're probably strong enough to take on these little bastards up here. We got a better armor bump thanks to the higher level in charisma. We got a better attack bonus because we leveled up again, so that's nice. And if not, we'll save just before it. And looks like our speed is off on us. That's okay. There's the potential for poison here, I should point out to you. So if you have better armor, you don't have to worry about it. If you had acid resistance, that's going to help. But if you had really delayed poison, that's really the kind of go-to here.
We will be
I
victorious.
always like to pull back down to here and just let him do his thing. And you're going to get surrounded by a bunch. Like that. There's more out there. Come on. Yep. See, we're making our fortitude save, so that's nice. It's what's keeping us from being poisoned. Doing real well for ourselves. Is that all of them? Feels like all of them. Alright, we did a nature check on these goofuses. What do we know about them? They're level 1 vermin. They got a decent strength, dex, crap strength. They're actually intelligent, really? Oh, well. 6 hit points. Decent armor. Suck at being flat-footed, and touch armor class both the same. So, they do have no attack bonus. That's nice for us, though. Doesn't show their abilities, but that's where you'd see that they poison you and stuff like that. Their bite attack does 1 to 5 damage, but they do have a +4 to hitting you. And that would be modified, of course, if it was harder difficulty. So as you can see, these guys are swinging instead of at a +2 because they're dex. They're just swinging at a +4 because of the difficulty. That would go up another 2 to 3 points, so it would be a +6, +7. So that would have been a much worse fight. Good news is those guys are done. Now there's a bunch of kitties up here, and I don't think we're ready to take them on just yet.
Interesting.
But we do have
what a find.
traps in the area. And we like to pick traps, as you know.
I can't.
You can, and you will. Another reason why I like the Archaeologist build get high enough, and I want to say you get a natural 10 on your rolls for triggered traps.
A trivial matter.
Okay. Quick save before we do this one. Notice that you want to make sure that you have the little trap icon up next to the arrow. Arrow with trap icon. Because there's some traps where you think you're clicking on the trap and you're clicking on the ground like some kind of dump cough, and you wonder why it is that you guys.
All according to plan.
Another trap. There's another one right here, and we're not seeing it. So that means we're not picking it up. That's okay. As long as we don't activate it, we're fine. More mites for you to fight if you were fighting the mites. So be warned. The reason you're actually coming over here is because of the treasure that's up here, though. This is another way of bumping your armor class quickly. A very nice natural armor +1 amulet. 20, 18, 18. I love that. That's very nice. And again, we can still get that higher by 3 more points if we chug that potion of mage armor. You can kill these guys if you are fighting mites,
That
but
is
we're
not far.
There's more trickery stuff going on over here.
This is not possible.
Let's see. We can totally scum it. That's what we're going to do.
A trivial matter.
Alright, that got it.
All
Didn't have to do it
according
many
to
times.
plan.
There's like 2 or 3. Oh, I didn't realize I was clicking on something. This is the mobility check again, XP. Takes you down here, then a mobility check back up to get more XP. But this teleports you right down here by the damn wolves. So if you're not ready for fighting the wolves, do not click that. Do a quick save now so we don't forget. Now that we've actually cleared this area, we could probably get inside and dilly dink around a little bit because there's some decent stuff inside. We're still not tired. I am going to drop, though, heavy loot. Keep our weight down, right? So that we know we're not going to use. And remember, we still have more camping supplies out here. If we ever need to come back out and get it, we can totally do so. Oh, I don't need all those. They're heavy, but we can pick them up when we leave. I don't want to take them through the dungeon with me. Oh, and everything else is light. Except for that, and that's way too expensive for us to want to drop it. So that's cool. Quick save. Going inside. Just a quick cursory check, make sure we haven't like forgotten some cool ass spell, or potion, money, and in we go. Now, inside here, there's 2 levels, and there's really 3 areas, so to speak. Well, technically 4. So let's break them down. So this is level 1. Yeah, that lightning spell. What we have that for? Save it. Pause it. Okay. In this level, this is level 1, then there's the sub-level below it, level 2. Okay? Level 1 has 2 areas. The topmost spot and the bottommost spot. The top spot is not connected to the bottom right now. So it means we can cover quite a bit of territory in here and not hop over into the bottom area. Because there's a door, there's a fence, and then there's a gate, like a drawbridge. We can lower the drawbridge, that's fine, and that'll give us some cool stuff, as well as some XP, because there's a guy that's about to give us that quest. But then we still can't bust the gate. You have to bust the gate from the other side. So you have to go to the other side. Well, how do you do that? We can either A, go a long way outside, fight the kobolds, which we will do, or B, you can just go underground, because there's going to be caverns and steps and whatever that lead to the lower basement. Go to the lower basement, and it's all connected. Ish. There's 2 areas in the lower basement. One, that big huge area that's a cluster pile to get through, but you can do it. And then there's going to be up in this same area that we're at right now, but on the level below us, there's going to be a hidden passageway. And you need 3 people to activate that hidden passageway, or 3 bodies, put it that way, because you can't control your little kitty cat. You can control, though, an animal companion. So you, an animal companion, and a buddy is enough. We will actually bring 2 strong-ish characters with us when we complete that part of the quest, because that way when we pack them the hell back out, because I don't want them stealing my XP, we pack them the hell back out, we'll load them like little pack mules and take all this treasure with us, sell it at Oleg's, and then dump those 2 losers off. I'll probably bring like a Miri, because I do want to get her higher, because she's going to have the Tuskcutter mission, and I don't know, Miri and Oleg, or Oleg, Harem, probably, so I have a proper cleric with me. He needs to be a higher level too, so that's nothing wrong with that. So if we come down this way, you see we have
This should do it. Enemy approaching.
Now if I was smart, which I'm not, I would be using my resist acid as well as my delay poison. See? We always come safe, fellas. The characters will bite for physical damage, but the ones that spit, they spit acid, and it also poisons you. So you have to be really careful when you do that stuff.
All according to plan.
Because these guys are here, because I don't particularly care about wasting a spell that I'm almost done with anyway.
Enemy approaching.
Both these on, so I get a better chance and do better damage. That's 1. Come on, Archie. See, I don't know why he's doing this. The AI is glitching. It's like he doesn't see them there. So I know this is scumming, guys, but there's a reason for this. Every time they put another patch out, I go back and forth between it works and it doesn't work. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can clearly see I have my light spell on,
All according
so it's not a matter of I don't know where the hell they're at. I want to beam one. There we go. Nice solid strike. Another solid strike. See? This is what it's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be attacking. I don't know why it didn't do that a minute ago. Once you see the question mark over you, I start to wonder what the hell is he thinking. Come on, buddy. You got this. It's alright. It's alright. Yeah, that's better. And how do we do for XP on that? It's pretty nice. Remember, we were just above a 9,000 not too long ago, because that's when we dinged. We're already over 1,000 above that.
In due time.
So, not bad at all. This didn't work right, though. Something went up with that. Okay, now this one you would think is hostile. It's not. It's green, so you know you're fine. Here's your gatekeeper.
That is not far.
First stuff. Gatekeeper, Wagi. He gives you the quest. Oh, where is our quests? Serum's done. Svetlana's ring's done. Mandible jewelry. Bring to the Might Gatekeeper the mandibles of a huge spider. But that's the cave. Alright. Now, we can go south,
As
we
it
can
should
go
be.
right. So I'm going to go south for a little bit here.
In due time.
Remember, if you were fighting mites, all these guys would be targets for you right now. So, and that includes the Mite Priest. That guy's a jackass. So if you get down here, take him out first chance you can. Now there's going to be a path this way. I'm just going to outline it in my map
All
by
according to plan.
taking a step in that direction. Alright. Since we are clearly fighting stuff, and we're clearly not going anywhere, I am going to use... Ooh, wow, look at all those. When do we get them? I'm going to use a mage armor. Or not. Come on now. Hate when it doesn't let you use it from your belt like that. Okay. That's mage armor. That's an hour-long buff. It's going to be extremely nice. Keep your weight low. And I will use a delayed poison. And that's going to be a 3-hour buff. So we have an hour to 3 hours of decent-ish protection to do our thing. It looks like we got some mobility here too. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Save that.
Follow my lead.
Charge.
This enemy approaching.
Takes him a second to activate it. I think that's my problem. I'm shutting it off too soon.
Ha!
Come on, Archie, you got this, bro. Let's take a look at their swing. Yeah, I got a 27 armor now. That's nice. No, it would not be as nice if it was on hard difficulty. I mean, yeah, it'd be 27, but they'd be swinging much harder. But you'd almost be able to still pull this off, I think, on hard difficulty. Yeah, you still get hit more often than not, but... Come on, Archie.
In due time.
Alright. Okay. Feel like we're missing something.
We will be victorious.
Come on, Archie, you got this, bro. Really with the missiles here? Archie, what are you doing to me? Come on, son. Hit him. There you go. You redeemed yourself. Ran out of my lucky juice. Oh well. So far, I haven't taken any damage from these goofies. Which might mean it's time for us to splurge on a healing potion or two. Just because
That is not far.
you're going to have the best possible armor, you might as well have the best possible health too, right? So, I'm okay with that. We're picking up some decent stuff. That's the moderate. We'll save that. This was our bark skin. Yeah, we'll save that too. But here, remember, if you're not an alchemist type, and that's important, use potions first, or scrolls. They're heavier, and they do the same thing as a scroll would do, but basically it's just weight-wise, 0.5 pounds versus 0.2 pounds. However, if you're an alchemist type, and that includes vivisectionist, doesn't mean that you chuck bombs, you just be an alchemist or subclass of alchemist, there is a feat that allows you to use your potions like your caster level. That could be very interesting. So if you want to use good heals, make sure that you're an alchemist 5 or higher, and you can start getting some really good heals off these cheap-ass potions. Then I would say use your scrolls first, because they're fodder for you. Controversial to that is it controversial? Is that a word? Contrary. There you go. Contrary to that, there is this thing called Scroll Savant, one of my other builds, and they have at level 10 the ability to use scrolls as their caster levels. So instead of being caster level 1, I could use a Cure Light Wound spell as a caster level 10, which would mean I'd heal for that +5 maximum healing capability. So again, I would use potions first and then save the scrolls for later because they're lighter and I can get better benefits out of them. But that's just not
As it should be.
Heal but not completely. Quick save. I don't have to worry about poisons. That delayed poison's going to last for longer than the mage armor's going to last, so I'm not worried about that. More mites to fight if you were fighting mites. And they would bum rush you at that gate over here at this doorway. And then this guy would escape, and then you can murder him before he gets out of range if you want. These guys again are friendlies. Not real sure why. I think they're training these things, as a matter of fact. And here's your gate, the drawbridge I was telling you about. So this is one of the ways to separate out the bottom area from the top area. So last thing you can do up here until you can get that gear to make that gate work is talk to the Mite Butcher, the Mite over here, and you can basically tell them to slaughter this kobold, or you can just torture them now, or you can help torture them. I could do this, and I think that I get more XP by doing this, but then again, I gotta be chaotic evil, and I could literally be a dickhead right now and just say, you know what, I don't like you guys anymore, and just start killing mites left and right and getting XP all over again. This is definitely an option. Matter of fact, I hadn't thought about that until just now. Let's think about that. How would I do that? Make friends with the mites, kill as many of the kobolds as you can, save this for later, come back here, say attack. I can't believe I tolerated you guys for as long as I did. Turn in all the other missions that you can turn in to get XP from those goofuses. Then do this, kill them all, and get even more XP. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's leave that. Oh, hell. I need to scum save that. So you can't talk to them, because once you talk to them, you either have to do it or say no or piss off or whatever. So we'll do everything but that.
All according to plan.
Okay, I healed up. I'm just going down here because I know that there's stuff to look at. Like this. That's not bad. I hadn't thought of that, guys. That'd be a really nice way for you to get all your stuff. Get your cake and eat it too, so to speak. It's not bad at all. So don't talk to them. Here, steal that sack of stuff. Leave them there. They don't kill them anytime soon, I don't think. So we can always come back and just turn that in and say, I can't stand you guys. And at that point, we'll have offed off all the kobolds, turned in all the quests for the mites, and then haven't killed Tartuccio yet. That's going to be a thing. The reason I say that is because to turn in Tartuccio, you need the mite's help, or you need to kill off the queen and steal her relic. So That's okay. And we can turn in the mission. So if we talk to the queen, she'll give us a mission to go kill Suit Scale. We'll kill him, or you just get his relic or whatever from him. Make him flee the area. We can come back and turn it in for more XP. Then we come back down here before we fight Tartuccio. Say, hey, I'm not part of you guys anymore. Go back and start slaughtering all the mites again. That's all good. We don't get the mites outside that we could have killed, which is kind of a boo moment, but whatever.
This should do it.
A nice solid hit.
Yeah.
I like that though. I like that a lot. That's going to be a lot more XP. And we get their gear, which sell money, money, money. Real. So I've been watching this guy. I've been watching him for a while. He does a really great job. His name is Cole Carnage, a professional YouTuber as far as I'm concerned, Twitch streamer as well. And Cole is redoing his
We will
doing
be
another
victorious
playthrough of the game now that they've patched a bunch of stuff. And he considers his alignment not chaotic stupid is what most people call it, but he's chaotic neutral, focusing on loot. So he's chaotic lootful, I think is what he called himself. Or was it lootful good? So depends on which way you look at it, I suppose. But yeah, I totally subscribe to that. I want money. So while lawful good is what my character has to be, I don't mind getting paid for my work. I think everybody should pay. This is one of the ways down to the sub-basement, by the way. Like I said, the sub-basements are all connected, so if you want to get to the other side without leaving the cave network, this is the way to do it. There's more bad guys to fight down there.
Our
Time
victory
is
is certain.
not of the essence. We got an hour with mage armor, but we definitely don't want to stand around and let that burn off us. So we're getting really good armor bump because of it. We're actually getting such a good armor bump, I can almost shut these fighting professionally crane style off and have a better chance to swing, because it's a -2 penalty for me right now. So, but we seem to be doing okay with the attacks, especially when you do crits like that.
Follow my lead. Enemy approaching.
Enemy approaching. Get him. Come on, you nut. Come on, you nut. There we go. Maybe good. I don't think there's any treasure up in here,
due time.
but just to make sure the paths are connected so it's obvious. And that's where that guy is that has that quest. That'll be downstairs where we get the mandible. But there's still stuff up here to explore. And again, if you were fighting the mites, you'd be fighting these guys. A big priest back here, and he is a jerk. So make sure to take him out, focus fire him, or trip him some way to take him out while you're dealing with his comrades, and then obliterate the bastard. So he does those, what do you call it, his healing AoE isn't a healing AoE, it's a damage AoE, so he can damage you. So can the other one that's down
All
here.
according to
Basically
plan.
just jerks.
We will be victorious.
Just making sure none of them say spitting. If they spitting, they stay at range, and they spit acid at you, which is good poisonous. But the acid is a problem. And we still have a decent touch armor class. It's not an amazing ball, but it's still pretty damn good. But, come on. Go it, Reggie. I can never get me a +1 comma, so it does even more damage. I'll be happy. Or quarterstaff or sai, any of those would work. But I already have the masterwork, so I don't need anything beyond that other than magical. Alright, now there was more crap this way. We're gonna unlock it now before we come down here. Cool. This is towards the queen.
Follow my lead.
There'll be a little jackass up here normally shooting at you if you hate the mites. So he'll be a problem. There'll be another one around the corner here. You can talk to him now because they're allies. And this is another way downstairs. Another basement entrance. But always pick up your loot.
That is not far.
These guys are guarding this. We can't open this without a relic. and she'll tell you that Suitscale doesn't have a relic because Tartuccio took his.
In due
Or
time.
wait. So either Tartuccio took his or she took Tartuccio's. Point is, she has a relic. That's one way to open the door. Tartuccio has the other one because Suitscale does not. Before we talk to her, though, I want to get all the stuff in the area. Nice, nice. And just to emphasize, we're getting a lot of scrolls here, guys. Protection from Evil Communal, Protection from Chaos Communal. These are the ones that I bought. We can't scribe anything because we're a bard. So, that's what it is. But we got plenty of mage armor potions now, so that makes my day. I was real tempted, actually, to buy the mage armor wand. 750 bones. We could have afforded it, and it's like 99 charges. Lasts for an hour, and it'd be 75 or 90, 99 times that I could be an hour-long buff on my character for armor, where I wouldn't even need these damn things. So, it's pretty nice, but money, you know. But let's talk to the queen. Okay, and we can even tell her that it's time to end this, blah blah, whatever. But that's just her way of letting you know that the only way to get in there is for you to take out Suitscale so that she will give you her relic to let you open the door. And Tartuccio's on the other side of the door, and he is a butt, so be careful. He's one that you want to have one of those resist fire scrolls ready, because if the other guys are bad, Tartuccio's way, way worse. And if you're fighting mites, here's a big pool of them down here.
That is not far. Interesting. Follow my lead.
Nice that the butter was concealed from you. I don't tell that's about, but whatever. Oh, we doing on stuff here. We're still light as hell. I love this strength, man. I will say that the mites don't have much unless you kill them for deer. So, it's not surprising that we're not overweight yet. Oops. Don't accidentally click one of these guys too, by the way, because I can't remember, but I think you just like start screaming and attack. And then the mites hate you.
In due time.
So, be careful of that. Alright, so we've done everything we can do on this side for the time being. Remember, we have a quest with him, but that's downstairs. We're actually going to go get that right now. And yeah, I knew I saw some shepherd's pie. Nice. Alright, down as we go. It's nice that we're not fatigued yet. I really am happy about that. It's one of those reasons why I like having characters that have the immunity to fatigue belt on, or not belt, necklace. That necklace is instrumental when you're soloing, in my opinion.
As it should be.
Not so much lately since they've implemented the teleport function, which of course you have to research and build, but
Our victory
still
is certain.
nice that they have that
A
option.
calculated risk.
Here's a spitting one, see what I'm saying? Two of those goobers. Okay, just to show that to you. Spitting Centipede attacked me, and it was a touch attack because it's a ranged spell, or a ranged touch attack spell. So he has an attack bonus of 0. He's shooting into combat, so his bonuses are all falling apart. So he has to hit me on a natural 20, basically is what I'm telling you. So I'm not worried about killing him. That's why I pause it and show it to you, because I would, if they're going to hit me more likely than these guys on the ground that are meleeing me, then I'd run over there and get those little bastards first. But this would be where you would use some resist acid scrolls or potions because of these guys. But good news is we do have a pretty good armor.
That is not far.
look where you're at.
Enemy approaching. This
Another
will
spider,
hurt.
or sorry, centipede. Another after that. Come on, you got this, Archie. Choppy chop chop. Ginsu. That's what I should have called you, buddy. Ginsu. Go over here, click this spider. Here's the mandibles. Now that quest is complete when you go talk to the guy. That's good news, because that's a big XP jump. And then he gives you the gear, which you can use to activate the damn drawbridge. That's an XP jump again. And then there's gear behind that drawbridge.
All according
so,
to plan.
all kinds of good stuff that you want to make sure to turn that back in. Okay, so now there's a path here. I'm going to open it up just so you can see that there's a path down this way. And you can almost make it out, but now it's obvious. I do that to remind myself as well. Come down here, there's going to be more of those little critters.
We will be victorious.
Spitting one no less. Man, they did a good job making those things creepy crawlers.
Let yourself open.
Free stuff. Good dodge, baby. Good dodge. Oh yeah, that was pretty. Okay. Path over here.
What a find.
Gives us a
That is
couple
not
things.
far.
One thing over here for one. I think that's it. And then of course the hidden passage. So just a perception check. Probably
As
just
it
don't
should
save.
be.
Matter of fact, I haven't saved in a while. Let's do that. Get out of here. What did I just pick up? Wisdom +2. Until I hit something else, I might as well wear it. It gives me a higher will save. You never know. But, oh, and a jeweled rice. Nice. Very nice. All this is going to be money. Once we get to chapter 2, that's going to be money. This will be a necklace. Very nice necklace, but you won't have it, more likely than not.
All according to plan.
You can actually find everything on that necklace, now that I think about it, in chapter 1. It's just a very hard thing to acquire. Because if you miss the perception check, you forget which ones you didn't go to.
Time.
So you almost have to make a concerted effort to go back to that area and then find it.
Our victory is certain. Let's try this way.
See, that's the ass I was talking about. It's not that much damage. It's the poison, really, that's the issue. But I could have been completely protected from that attack. And that one. Getting good at shooting. Come on, Archie. I'm not taking this much damage. Good shot, man. You got this, bro. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I'll finish off his flames. You no can defend.
Yeah.
But again, if you were taking this on hard difficulty, this would be where you'd have resist acid on, you'd have your delay poison on, and probably the best armor you possibly want to muster, so that you have a better shot at surviving all these attacks. Because they do,
Follow my lead.
as a solo character, gangbuster your butt real easy. And again, just enough to show that there's a path.
That is not far.
Should be something down here. Yeah, there we go. Money. That's like $600 right there in that one little coin. It's totally sweet. And there's a path here.
In due time.
Okay. There should be nothing up here except for a passage to step up. Which is what you're seeing here. Pause it just to show you something. So there's a path here, and they all lead down to a main area. Main area's got a big mean boss, and you definitely want your resist acid on him because he is a D-bag. We may not be able to take him. Matter of fact, we should probably give a quick save and just give it a shot. But, no. I want to level up one more time. Level 5 would make me happy. And we're actually creeping up on it real fast, matter of fact. Go up here, though. And if you see, because it's a transition, look how I cannot click down here anymore. See where the green dot shows up to let me know where I'm walking? I can't walk to here because of the break. I would have to step down and then click the area. So don't think that, oh, I must have not be able to get to there. You can't, and you can. You just need to go to this one spot, jump down, and then you can click on these various locations. So it's very misleading, which I kind of dig, actually, because it makes it, you know, it's intuitive. I mean,
As it should
it's
be.
obvious I can't go to that thing there without literally hopping down. But here is another way. Now remember, you're downstairs in the sub-basement. Now we can go up a level here. This would actually take us into that level where the kobolds are at, which is why I pointed out to you. We're not going there just yet.
In due time.
That there is the miner's ladder. Now remember, I told you about the drawbridge? That's a gear. We have the way to get the gear. That's the quest we just completed. We gotta walk it up to the guy, hand him his mandibles. He'll give us the gear. We'll complete that quest. We'll walk down, drop off the gear, lower the drawbridge. We can't break the gate. We break the gate with the mining lever, which is what we just picked up. And we do the mining lever by going from the bottom up. So we go the back way. So again, you have to literally go both ways, or teleport, which we don't have the ability to do on this character.
That is not far.
We will get it eventually. One of the reasons I do like this is that they do let bards have the dimension door ability. Now you see we got some mean spiders here. We're going to do a quick save. We got our poison protection,
Follow
so
my
I'm not
lead.
particularly worried. I am worried about the fact that I've taken some damage, though. Oh yeah, we can't do that anymore. We have to specifically use it each time. We're not healing for very much, so are we? Just 4, 3, and 2. Wow. Thanks, man. Alright, anyway. But
Enemy
we are ready
approaching.
now. And
This should do it.
this would be the one that, if it weren't for the fact that I have decent armor and a really good attack bonus, as well as some poison protection right now going on me, I could kite these guys with expeditious retreat and a crossbow, or bow, range, let's say it that way, and do okay for myself. Because you just have to know when to stop, turn around, shoot again, keep running, stop, turn around, shoot again. You can take out 2 or 3 spiders pretty easy. Eventually you're going to get caught in a corner, like up in here, and have to turn around and run past 1, 2, or 3 of them. And that's when you just hope for the best, that your armor holds and they don't poison you on the way past. But you can kite many of these spiders with nothing more than expeditious retreat, which is this spell here, and a good ranged attack. Nice. Man, that was sweet. And look at that XP, just creeping up every bit. Now we're actually coming up on another mini boss. So there's the mini boss of the giant centipede up here, and then there's a giant spider down here. Of the 2 of them, I'd rather fight the giant spider. We have poison protection. That guy up there, he hits hard, and there's a lot of little bitty jackasses with them, little
We will be victorious.
centipedes with them. And while there's plenty of these guys with him, only if you run into the room do you get pinned by him. See, there's one over here. The big one. Now we got the good armor, we might as well take advantage of it. It's basically not much of it. We're getting plenty of XP for every kill. Him missing is really starting to get worrisome. It's the fighting defensively that's kind of hurting me right now. Taking -2 penalty to my swing. But we're still doing okay. And I'm tanking it well enough that I'm not concerned about them and their number. And even if they did hit me a couple times back to back, I still have the delay poison on. And that really is what's making us be able to tank this. Because even if they sneak through and do some decent damage or crit damage, we won't be poisoned. That really screws your fight over when you lost a lot of strength or dex and then you're relying on that for your armor, your chance to hit, and your damage output. You get loaded real fast with poison. Nice hit. Another nice hit. Come on, Arch. Finish him off. You can do it, Archie. Come on, Archie. Do it. Archie, man. Brother, what are you doing up there? Come on, Archie. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, back to the question mark, which means it's time to slowly creep into the area.
As it should be. Our victory is certain. A calculated risk.
I love how they take their turns walking up to me. That's the big daddy of them all, though, or big mama. And that thing's mean. So, I don't know why it has that look to it. I think that might be some protection. So let's take a swing and take a look at that protection. Alright, how did we do? I missed. They got a 22, so I need an 18 or better. So let's kill
This
the
will hurt.
We kill the fodder first, and then we'll focus on the giant spider. Giant spider. Oh. Okay, giant spider. That's kind of weird. I'm betting this one has a better chance to hit me than the smaller one. So. Okay. Alright, so he just attacked me. Yeah, he has a plus 10. So I have a 17 armor technically against him. He needs a 17, 18, 19, or 20. So he has a 25% chance, a 1 in 4 chance really of hitting me. So I really need to capitalize on this doofus. That was a heavy hit too, bro. Yeah, he had a confirmed critical. Wow. But he didn't crit. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That is the downside of this, is you don't have any offensive spells, really. No cantrips that I could use to really weaken him, like an acid splash or something.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Might not make it. Fortunately, I saved well before the fight. We'll still take out the minor spiders and kind of run around the corner. But I wanted to see if we could do it. Just not there yet. If I had like a buff of Bless, that's a +1 to swing, that would make a big difference. Because right now I'm swinging on an 18, 19, or 20 to hit this doofus. So that's a 15% chance. I could get that to 20% by having Bless on. I could have this on, that'd be another +1, so 20% jumps down then to 25%. If I could afford to shut these off, which I don't think I can, I would have another 2 added to that chance to hit, so that'd be another 10%, so we could get it up to about a 40% chance to hit him per attack, but he would be able to hit me a lot easier too. So we're really banking on the fact that we have multiple attacks in a round, and that we're hoping that we'll land it before he does. And we might, but I kind of doubt it.
This was not part of the plan.
Kind of figured. But it's probably a good time then for us to break. I'll go back to where I was. Let's see. Where's my last save?
Enemy approaching.
Oh, well, we'll finish these off because they're screaming at me. And then we'll save. I thought I saved down. I could have sworn I saved down here. I guess I didn't. I must have got lazy. We'll finish these guys off. And again, if I shut both those off, I'll hit a lot more often. How's my chance to be hit? Oh, Christ, I'll still technically on this one. Okay. Alright, now it's got to be off. Yeah, down to a 23 armor, but he's got a +4 chance to hit me. So he needs a 19 or 20 anyway. But now watch my chance to hit him. It jumped up to a +6 instead of a +4. That's what I'm talking about here. So, much better chance for me to smack, and then kill him. But, for that big boss, you're definitely going to want to tank up. Come on. Alright. Put your weapon away. Quick save. Matter of fact, we'll do a hard save. With that, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think so far. He's doing well. Let's see, we're going to call this Archie 2 or 3. Basement of the old sycamore. Alright, with that, again, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.